Did you know that almost 2 million Australian adults have experienced at least one account of sexual assault since the age of 15? My name is Sarah Williams and I am the founder of What Were You Wearing Australia. And to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm a 20-year-old university student studying a Bachelor of Law and Communications, and I'm in my 3rd year. So basically, when I saw the viral videos of What We Were Wearing, I thought it was great and just knew it needed to be in Newcastle. So I got in contact with the 2 creators of What We Were Wearing, which is Dr. Wyatt Hubert and Mrs. Brockman. I spoke with Mrs. Brockman and I was granted permission to bring What We Were Wearing to Australia, which was so overwhelming. And I just was thinking about it, and over 6 months I redesigned and put my own spin on the What We Were Wearing exhibition to better suit Australia. Every culture is different, so it needed to be something different, which is what I've done. The exhibition asked participants to understand that it was never about the clothing, and the act of shedding those clothes is never enough to bring peace or comfort to survivors. The violation is not simply woven into the fabric of the material, it is a part of the survivor's new narrative. If only ending sexual violence was as easy as changing our clothes. Instead, it requires all of us to evaluate what enabled us as individuals and as a society to ask, what were you wearing in the first place? So why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I see that not only in Newcastle but also the entire Australia, that there needs to be more education for people of any age, any gender. Awareness, knowledge, campaigns around sexual assault to teach people about this issue. And obviously, my main aim is to make change in Australia. However, my goal will be accomplished if that's even just one person being able to understand that you shouldn't ask a sexual assault survivor, what were you wearing when it happened? Because that's not important. What's important is, why did the perpetrator do what they did to you? And honestly, if we can change that perspective in someone's head and, stop this whole thing of victim blaming, that's my goal accomplished. So the overall goal as well, when it comes to a business perspective, is to have this become a regular event in Australia, which is what our plan is. We have been in contact with places like the Newcastle Art Gallery, who are really keen to take it on for future years. We already have it scheduled in for 2020, and hopefully we will shortly book for many more years. And I've also had people reach out to me from Sydney and Canberra already and asking how they can bring it to their cities, which is incredible. So I'll be working with them to also bring it there, and who knows, after the exhibition happens this year for the first time, what other states would want to bring it on. So honestly, it's the start of a great movement. It's the start of something new and something so incredible and special. So now, you might be thinking, what would this girl use this money for if she won that $1,000? I'm here to tell you what that money would be used for would be things like the exhibition space where it's being held at Gallery Shangri-La. There's a cost to that. We need help with funding for marketing, the props, the clothing, but mainly the exhibition space, because without the space, there's no exhibition. And without the exhibition, there's no further created awareness around sexual assault. So yeah, the funding would be used for mainly the exhibition space and marketing to, make sure that all the survivors out there know that this is on, that they can come to it, they can feel, heard. So on behalf of myself, my team, the University of Newcastle's Gender Research Team, and honestly, Mrs. Brockman over in the University of Kansas herself, we would love Awesome Newcastle to be a part of us making this a thing for not just Newcastle but the entire of Australia. It is so desperately needed, not for just the public, but survivors in itself. I've had survivors come to me and say that, just them sending their story in anonymously has helped them so much. It gives them a voice, allows them to be heard, it allows them to understand that they're not the only ones there. They can reach out for support. And they also get to see that other people have done it too, so they can. As well as all the awareness it creates for just anyone of any age. And we would love for you guys to be a part of bringing this to life. But yeah, my name is Sarah Williams and I am the founder of What Were You Wearing Australia. Thank you.